Hello, hello? Is this thing on? Does this thing is working? How is everyone doing? Good, I hope. I am curious to know if the code just works right off the bat. The breadboard code, that would be. Cool. And I think I may have helped or alleviated some of the delay. But we'll see. Do 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 do. So I think, last time I was messing with this thing, I had, actually, let me make it my bad. Alright, so yeah, I think what I was doing last is I got this circuit over here down. Use this one, yeah. And that kind of ends up with this right here. This resistor network. And so we don't have these actually, it results in these two resistor networks. One for the emitters, one for the collectors. I think it would be kind of smart to work out this circuit right here. And try to figure out, or not necessarily try to figure out, but at least get that down into KiCad and see what that's all about. I think this is the clock generation circuit, I'm not sure. Or maybe this is the clock generation circuit. Yeah, I think these are all connected over here. Um, Actually, these go to different pins up here. So that may not actually be the clock signal. It's going to be like these D1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through 11 pins, I think. Let's see, I want transform. Filter, color. Oh. Whatever. Oh wow, okay. So that one hits that from under the board. Is it D4? This one, it actually goes all the way over to here. Okay. So that one goes all the way down here. So this is our clock pin, supposedly. Is that going to that right there? Yeah. Okay. What else comes over to here? So we're going to probe our clock pin. We should be able to do it from there. And that goes over to here, I guess. Through the board. Yeah, so that one, the one that's next to the minus symbol. These are connected underneath the board. You can almost make it out, judging by the pixels. Alright, and so that goes to one of the transistors on the other side. Yeah, this dude. And that's going to be the collector of that transistor, right? Collector? Yeah. I think all of these transistors all share like a common collector. I'll have to see. I don't know if it's problematic to just go ahead and label all of these coming from the clock pin or not, but we'll see. as typical, my setup craps out on me. That is okay. If this is still working. Yeah, I think we're good. I wonder if the PDF has this little doohickey in there. Is it a C641? Nope. Oh, don't give me that. I want a real photo. Nope. I think it's a transistor. Oh, the package is a little weird. Oh, it kind of looks like that doohickey. I guess we could test the legs, right? Oh, is this it already here? Hmm. Do we need to... I don't know. How do we test a resistor or a transistor? Let's go. AI websites. Gross. Alright, let's go instructables. Yeah, let's do it. Mhm. I think this one is a PNP? NPN. I do not have an analog multimeter. It's a calculator. I'm attempting to reverse a calculator. Got this little dude off the eBay. It's got some VFDs, vacuum fluorescent displays, which are super cool. Originally, I heard about it because of this, and I wanted to get it working because it looks cool. At this point, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just reversing the schematic with Krita and KiCad. I wonder if KiCad has a symbol for that thing. Let's see. C641? Nope. Rip. I have no idea if this is the same part or not. But I can always change it, right? Just do an NPN, like a placeholder. Where is it? I don't know if we're gonna have enough room on here. Now that I'm looking at it. I wonder, can I make it larger? It's the same as A4. I don't know, man. Make it huge. Alright, cool. Oh, goodness, that's enormous. Alright. Whatever. You can make it smaller later, right? I need more room. Or maybe I should move this thing? I'll just move this thing. And then our clock pin, that's what I want going to this thing, right? Let's see. So this goes to the... I guess is that the emitter? Yeah, that would be our emitter of the transistor, I guess. Goes to that. And then also this, whatever the heck that is. It's going all the way down here. Oh, this goes to this collection of resistors. And this other pin. What is that one on the opposite side? The VSS. So clock and VSS are like kind of directly connected. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, we need our dude, right? And what was it, the emitter pin? Gonna start nitpicking everything. So that's the VSS pin. Do I have that in here? Yeah, okay. So it's kind of overlap. Okay, so let's follow that, or let's look at the NPN transistor. This guy right here. Where does he go? Oh, no, wait, I've got that to the wrong one. That's the... This connection is the middle leg of this guy right here. This is the... base? What is it? Yeah, base. So, we're actually hooked up to the collector. And then our VSS is hooked up to a resistor. So is our clock pin. Right? Oh no, this is the base from that. Going to... Oops. No, what do we need? We need a resistor, right? What kind of resistor is this? Ooh. Oh, one of them's a diode? Is it Schottky? yellow, purple, red. What is that? Do, 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 do. Oh, do I already have it over here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 4.7K. That's what I measured too, right? Just to double check. That's this sucker right here. Yep, 47K, and then the one next to it should also be 47K. Yeah, 48, close enough. Right. How do you do that? Cool, whatever. Close enough. Good enough for me. We have those. And we have a little shop key next to it. So how does this go? So we've got this pin from the collector. There's that middle pin. That's going directly to the tail end of the Schottky. Oops. I think it goes like this. Do this. Oops. Other 47K goes to the collector of another NPN. So do this. I think. Maybe I could just do this. Oh. I don't know where the tail end of that goes though. That's okay. I don't know where those go, but that's okay. Yes, these. Map that one and that one. That's a 47K. This is also 47K. This is going to... Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Where's that going? Oh, the other side of this 47K goes to the VSS pin. This guy right here. Oops. Wait, and then... What? I'm backwards. Look at that. And... Oh, the other side goes to the base of the E. Oh, I see what I did. Blah. Ah! There we go. Okay, that makes more sense. This is going to VSS. This is going back over here to the base. Sorry, I keep saying base, the collector. Yeah, collector of this NPN transistor. And then this guy. So this is where I might be getting a little confused. Anyway, this other pin, where does this go to? I guess we can probe that one. Figure out where that's going to, right? It's going in between these guys right here. Oh. So that's going over here to this pin. Third from the opposite side. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've already got it mapped. Okay, I've got that mapped on the VSS. Let me, oops. I'll just erase it. No, that's not erasing. Okay. Okay, so that's the VSS pin. Comes up to a resistor, and then we can follow it the rest of this way. Goes through the board. And then, or it goes on the other side of the board, not through the board, but yes, technically it's through the board. This dude right here. And then bridges over here. You may have actually gotten those backwards. Yo. This package. I don't know, it's a little bit different. Let's see. Transistor packages. Oh my god, Google's the worst at image searching. Are those not transistors then? Wait. No. Wow, holy small image, Batman. Don't worry, I don't know anything about reverse engineering either, so we're learning in real time. Not entirely true, but I kind of just figured it out as I go, right? Right now I'm trying to figure out what kind of little doodad this thing is. Let's see. So this doodad right here. I don't know if I can get a good look at it for you. Yeah, okay, right there. You see how shape is a little bit different than these guys? These are typical, like, is it TO92 packaged transistors? And then this guy's got like a little different shape to him. So I don't know what his deal is. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck he is. Yeah, it's about a... Yeah, these guys. They're shaped a little bit different. And I think that they may not be a transistor. They may be like, something else. They may be a something else. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure that out. Let's see if I can find it. Wow, what is this? I want a through hole. Yeah, see, TO92 is the typical one. I don't know, let's try just Transistor with slanted top. What is the transistor with a slanted top? Oh, that's not helpful. Yeah, what part is it? Tell me. I mean, it really looks like a transistor, right? Right, Reddit. Oh god, that's a weird part. At least my part doesn't look like that. A glob top package. This might be our best bet. Ooh, DigiKey, come on. You're not surface mount. Shot.com. Oh yeah, great. What a wonderful website. Yeah, I still think it's probably some sort of transistor. So another thing that makes me think that it's like a transistor, I mean the problem is I still need to figure out what kind of leg it's got. Like its pinout. I think it's probably the same as the other transistors. Is it TO92? Oh, TO24. T24, sorry. Just open up the short one that I got. We'll cut the pages out on this one. So this guy. This is our typical package for a transistor. Mine looks a little different. Could it be? T24. I don't think it's a cathode ray tube. No, T24. Oh, it's case sensitive. No? Alright, it's not gonna find it. Yeah, it's C641, but it's not in here. Could do some more sleuthing. all look like junk websites. Yeah. Nothing. Oh, could it be an inductor? No, these are inductors. Alright, whatever. I'll just call it an NPN transistor for now. If we need to come back and change it, we can, I guess. We'll do that when nothing works and it all catches on fire. So, I think that's fine. So one thing that kind of tells me that it's a transistor is if we look at these legs, you see how this pad is square and this pad is circular? So I think they've got like a consistency on the board. To have the... Oh shit, I've got to make sure that that's not, that I don't have this stuff mirrored when I go and translate that into, wowie, okay. Yeah, so this is square and this is circular, and I think they've got that as a consistency across this PCB where the transistors have their base pin is a square pad. You see these are all square pads and these are all circular pads. So I think that's kind of a consistency across this thing. Let's see if we can find an outlier maybe. See, these are all square pads too, circular pads. It's kind of hard to tell with my dots all over the damn place. Yeah, see square pads, square pad, square pad, square pad. Yeah, so I think that the base pin is always connected to the square pad, and the emitter is connected to the round pad, at least on the outside. And then you can just assume your collector's that middle pin. And then we've kind of got the same thing going on for these, but the slant going in this direction, going downwards. So it might be that this pin right here, this pin is going to be our base pin. This is our collector, and this is our emitter, right? Base, collector, emitter, BCE. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Base, collector, emitter. So if we go back into KiCad, we know that that's going to our collector. It's our emitter. All right. So let's start from the top. Our clock pin clock pin is right here. This is going to the collector. Right here. Like so. And then that's also connected to the rest of these suckers. This thing right here. So this is the, I believe that's the Schottky. Yeah, that's the Schottky diode. And then we've got that 4700K resistor right here. So this base, so there's our Schottky diode, and then there's the 4700K resistor that goes back to our VSS pin. Just to double check, this is our 4700K resistor. Other side of that is the VSS pin. Cool. Alright, so that looks good. And we know that this is on our that's on our collector pin. And then our next one, this one right here, this is also going to be a collector. It's a base collector emitter. Yeah, is the base the one with the square? Base is the one with the square. Yes. Oh, interesting. I could just kind of keep the same consistency maybe. Like take oops. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, that goes to the base of this pin. Right? No, that's the collector of it. Why is it square? Am I wrong? Yeah, I don't know. I'll do that. That's fine. But I do like the idea of using the square on these to kind of indicate which one's which. So this pin, how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna follow these clock pins through here. Hmm. Oh, where is this going? is going all the way over to here. Yeah, that's going over to here. I think I've got that one mapped. I've got this mapped right here. No, I guess not. I guess I don't have that one mapped. Okay. This guy. Coming over to here. And then this. And then this. These are all clock pins. Another resistor. Where's that going? Okay. So it looks like this is coming from over here and going all the way over to here. This one right here. Yeah, okay. Is that KO? Yeah, that's KO25. Goes through a... Is that orange resistor? And this goes to... Oops. I think that went to the... It was the same clock pin, right? Wait, did I do that right? Is that resistor comes over here? Yeah, I think that's right. And then this resistor also goes to... This is all clock pin. Wow, okay. So this whole resistor network right here is all clock pin. What was the value on that sucker? It was orange. Is it 330K? Or 33K? Yeah, 33K resistor. Is that resistor network? This dude gets fed from the same clock pin right here. And then I think these feed back over into like these other KO pins or whatever, the keyboard pins. Like this sucker. Is that all this stuff up over here? Oh, D1, 2, 3. One, two, three, and 4. Okay. Those all connect to this resistor network. Yeah. Okay. So... Yikes, maybe I should have flipped this sucker around. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Let's try that. So we had, what was it, D1, 2, 3, and 4. All the way up to D8. Okay. It's all the way to D8. We got 7. Doo -doo -doo. Okay, so all of those go over to this. That sucker right there. That's a resistor network, and then we've got all of our, or I've got extra one going to that. It's our VSS pin. Okay, so I guess that takes care of this dude right here. So this is all part of our clock. Make a new layer. I'm gonna call this one labels. Gotta be a cool font in here somewhere, right? Whatever. Just stick with the Ubuntu one. So make it bold though. Bold. There we go. Alright, so that's related to the clock signal. That's a whole resistor network for that. Oh, really? Just merge it down. Alright, so we want to figure out what this other one is doing, and then also where the base and the emitter on this go to. Oh, there's one more resistor as well. That one's over here. This guy right here. Right here? Yeah. What is this? What color is that? That's our KQ, right? Key matrix Q? Input Q? That's going to this resistor right here. And also, is this bridging right here? Kind of looks like it. Yeah, actually it is. So if I go and test these two pins right here. Yeah, so those are bridged on the other side, like so. Which means that we've got a resistor from the clock going to KQ. Is that this one? Or this one, right? The 4700K? Yes. Okay. Yes, that's a 4700K. The one from KO, where is that? This one right here? How does that one connect to clock? Oh, this is the one that's coming all the way over here and then coming down to here. Okay. So that's how that one connects to clock. This sucker right there. And we can test that. We can validate that one. Yeah. That's what, fourth pin in? Yeah, okay. That looks good to me. It squeals. So that's how that one's getting to our clock pin, and that is the 33K. Which one is that? KO? Yeah, so KO's got the 33K. This one's got the 47K. Cool. What else do we have connected to our clock? Got all those other pins. That's just a pad. Um, let's see. Also, those of y'all watching, you can actually send commands to the breadboard that's hanging out in the top left corner. There's if you check the description, there should be some details on how to do it. You can send some chat commands with exclamation point, like OLED_print, to make it say fun stuff. Like so. And provided everything works, my code was still running. Oh, it's probably not, of course. Classic. There you go. Is that also connected to clock? Where's that pin? Seems like these keyboard matrix pins are connected to clock in some way, some fashion or another. No, I guess not. Not that one. Alright, does that have our... Does that clean up our clock pins? Let's see. Oops. That's going to the collector. Base collector emitter. Where's that emitter going? Okay, so let's follow this thing. This sucker right here. So this is going to be our emitter, right? Wait, no, this is base collector emitter. This is our base. Let's follow the base of this doohickey. It looks like it goes over here to this clock pin, this other clock pin. Is that true? Chat, is this real? Let's see. So this doohickey to there? No. So where is that going then? I got nothing. I don't know where that thing's going. It's going somewhere. Oh, is it going back all the way over to here? Oh. Yeah, so that's going over to here. This guy right here. Which I think... Yeah, that's our voltage ground. JE850U. Take that color. And this is going over to here. Like so. So that's a ground pin. Is this also going to the same thing? This next one? I mean, I guess these two are connected, so on the other side. These two, they're connected right there, so that would make sense. Those are both going to ground. And we can double check that by probing that again. Okay, and what else do we have going over there? Not that thing. Okay. So that's going somewhere else. That's a different circuit, I guess. Alright, so now we know we can connect these up in KiCad if we want. Is it base collector emitter? Oh. Yeah, okay. So the base on this dude. This is the base collector with the emitter. The base is going all the way over to here. VGG. So where's that? Where's our VGG? It's coming over here. We're hooking onto there. There's our VGG. And then what about our other one? The other one also doing the same thing, right? Put that all the way over there, going to our ground. So those are now on there. And we can figure out where the emitter is going. We can also figure out where the other end of that Schottky diode is. Okay, wait a minute. So apparently got clock pin. Oh, that's going through like a capacitor or something. Capacitor. Capacitor, let's see. Okay, so this is the other side of the Schottky diode. Right here, all of this junk. And this kind of circles or loops back up to the emitter on one of the transistors, I think. Yeah. Okay, so let's fill that in. So this is the other end of our Schottky diode. Got our clock pin coming out. Here's our Schottky. The other end of our Schottky goes to a resistor. And another, no wait. Just goes to one resistor. Goes to one resistor. Which one is that? That's the one connected to that one? Okay. Comes out of, what is that, KO? Right? Or is that KN? It's KQ, sorry. So hits the other end of that resistor for KQ. That's just this thing, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's this pin, or this rail, going right here. right? I'm getting myself confused. Okay, so this is resistor into VSS. And then we have with some other nonsense going over here. So this is the path that our Schottky is taking. So this goes into clock, into Schottky. And then on the other side of the Schottky, we have the resistor for that. Okay. I see what I'm doing wrong. I don't think that's it for the VSS. I think the VSS comes down like this. And then goes straight over into that, right? Yeah, this is our resistor for VSS. And then we have, this is on the other side of the Schottky diode. This is the resistor for the, is it KO? KQ? KQ. So let's do that first. Resistor going to KQ. Nope, not right there. That one. So that's going to KQ right here. And then we come down over here to a capacitor. So let's get a capacitor in here, right? That's a film capacitor. Oop. No. Just capacitor, unpolarized capacitor. Yeah, it is unpolarized. Okay. Right, these are unpolarized. Pretty sure. Double check, right? 101J. Oops. That goes to our capacitor. I can delete this. It's all going nowhere. So that's this capacitor right here. Comes back over here, hits that resistor going somewhere. Where's that one? Are these all bridged together side by side? Oh wow, I think they are. No? Oh, the bottom ones, not the top ones. Yeah, they're all bridged together, so But that's not the one that I'm... Yeah, it is. So wait. These are the 33Ks. Which side is bridged? Is it the side connected to the pins? No. Yes. That top side. Okay. So I guess that's all KQ as well, right? How does that get to KQ? Okay, yeah, that's straight bridged under all of this. Oh, it's actually... Okay, I see. 4 resistors. These are all bridged. Alright, let's see. Let's just get these parts out on the thing. We've got two 3300s. And then we've got two 47s. Got one going to VSS. We've got three 47s. So we need another 4700K resistor. And this one is going to be bridged with... I want to move this dude out over here so I'm not thinking about him. These are all bridged together on the KQ side. Like so. We've got a 47, right? So 47, 33, 33. And then they all connect. These two connect to the clock. That one's clock from the other side. Yeah, this one's clock from the other side of this Schottky circuit. So... And that's the 4700, I think. Like that. No, that's to the 30-something another. That's to a 33, not a 47. Okay, so here, let's move these. This guy goes there, and then this 47. This other 4700K. Let's see, so we've got the capacitor from the Schottky diode over here to that. We've got Schottky diode to 4700K, which connects to KQ. And then we have other 4700K, right? This one right here. No, wait. Yeah, because we've already got the one for the VSS. So this one goes somewhere. That's a 4700K going somewhere. We don't know where this one's going yet. Okay. So I think I'm not sure if this is, I'm only assuming that this is the right pinout for this chip based off of this diagram. So it could be the wrong pinout. I mean, I guess we could check to see if that is a clock signal. I don't know. Scanning is performed in D11 to D1 direction at a rate of about 584 megahertz. No voltage VFD. What is the lowest voltage that they can be ran at? 25 volts? Yeah. Okay. Distractions. So where does this go? This goes to, I think this is going to our base on this other doohickey. I'm sorry, collector. Yeah, so that's going to the collector over here. This guy. Okay. Yeah, it kind of like snakes its way up through here. That's got a resistor. So that's the other 4700K, right? Yeah, that's the other 4700K resistor. This one right here is going up to the collector over here. Cool. So we got these two collectors doing their thing. And we have the emitter pins coming off of those going where? Oh wait, are those the emitter pins? Do I have that backwards again? I do. I have it backwards. So this is the base pin. This one right here. Which means that these dudes... This is pin 3. Wait, did it? Base, collector, emitter. No, okay. I got that right. I think. Right, so base is the square pin. Over here, square pins. Okay. And I get confused. I'm gonna mess that shit up over and over and over. So these are our emitters. Is that emitter going to our clock? Of the second one? No. What is this? What's the emitter of the first one? Okay, well, let's do that one. The emitter of our first one is going to the opposite side of this dude. So let's take our clock. And then that's going over here to this dude, like that. Whammo. So this is the emitter of our clock transistor, whatever the hell this thing is. Goes over here to this guy. Where does that guy go? Oh, he just fucks off somewhere. Oh no, wait, he's coming back over to our KQ pin. Get another one of those. So we come back in here and we can copy this. Paste another. And where was it? The emitter, right? The emitter off of this first one comes down over here. Wait a minute. What did I mess up? That's the collector going to this, right? KO. Oh, okay, so that's another 33. Okay, that's why I was getting confused. I was like, I'm missing a 33K resistor. Do I need to make another? I do. So I need to make another. This is going to that. These are not sharing. Oh, wait, they are. Okay. And then where was this going? This resistor was going to that, and then to the KQ? What? Yeah, KQ. Then we have our capacitor, and then this was coming back to the clock emitter on this dude, right? Emitter coming down here, yep. Hits the resistor. Wait a minute. Should hit this side of the resistor. This isn't right. Should be like that. Emitter comes down, hits that side of the 33K, and then we have... Where's this going? This is going back to KQ as well, and that goes back to KQ. Okay, so we have this capacitor going back to KQ like that. And then this guy. Go back like that. That's kind of ugly, but... There, is that better? There we go. Ah! What is that? I'm nitpicking. Alright, whatever. That's that. I think that clears up this whole little section over here, right? That's this, this, and this? I think so. I think that might clear up our whole clock generator. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea if that's even the clock signal, but... Oh, where does the emitter on this one come out of? This guy. Let's go to the clock signal, right? I think I have this all fucked up. Alright, I think that's right. Kind of have like the emitters kind of feed back into the KQ through these 3300K resistors, and then they also go into this capacitor where the Schottky is. This other one goes straight to that. This one goes to the Schottky side of the... Okay. I think that's right. If it's not, I don't know. Shit'll catch on fire later, right? Alright. Cool. Well, I think this is a good stopping point. I gotta go get something to eat. Get pretty hungry. Made some good progress though. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see some more stuff, I got some other crap like this on my channel. Some reverse engineering videos that are pretty fun if you like that kind of stuff. And yeah, and if you want to support me, you check out my Patreon or become a YouTube member. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Bye!